Sagittarius, God is going to expose someone close to you now. Sagittarius, close your eyes for a moment. Picture the person who's been in your orbit lately. The one who always knows what to say, who always seems to have your back, whose smile feels comforting but somehow leaves an uneasy trace behind. Do you see them? Keep that image in mind because the universe is about to reveal a truth that will change how you see loyalty forever. What's coming isn't gossip or suspicion. It's divine revelation. God is preparing to expose someone whose intentions have been cloaked in false light. For weeks, maybe months, your intuition has been whispering warnings you couldn't quite explain. A subtle restlessness when they're near. A strange tightening in your chest when they speak. You've dismissed it as overthinking, tried to silence it with logic. But Sagittarius, intuition is the soul's first language. And yours has been trying to protect you. You, child of truth and freedom, are not easily deceived. Yet your generous nature, your desire to see goodness in everyone, sometimes blinds you to the shadows standing too close. The revelation approaching will hurt, but it will also set you free. Because divine justice doesn't expose to destroy, it exposes to deliver. In the days ahead, a mask will fall. And when it does, you'll understand why certain energies in your life felt heavy, why your spirit dimmed in their presence. The truth will not just shock you, it will cleanse you. Gate 1: The Divine Exposure. Why the universe reveals what you refuse to see. Sagittarius, one of your greatest gifts is faith, in people and possibility, in the goodness that still exists in the world. You've always believed that if your intentions are pure, others will mirror that purity. But the universe is about to show you that light does not always protect you from deceit. Sometimes it exposes it. The coming revelation isn't an act of cruelty. It's an act of mercy. God is about to remove from your path a soul who has hidden behind the mask of closeness, feeding on your fire while pretending to nurture it. This isn't the first time you've felt uneasy around them. You've noticed inconsistencies, the way their tone shifts when you speak about success, how their advice often pulls you toward playing small, how their eyes glaze over when you speak about your dreams. Yet, because your heart is forgiving, you've brushed those feelings aside. They mean well, you told yourself. They're just cautious. But deep down, your intuition knew better. It has been whispering warnings your mind refused to translate. Now the whisper will become a thunderclap. The exposure will not come from confrontation. It will come through divine orchestration. In a perfectly ordinary moment, a conversation, a decision, a situation where their self-interest overrides their mask, they will reveal themselves. Words will slip. Attitudes will shift. The truth will fall from their mouth like an arrow that can't be recalled. Nostradamus once wrote, "The archer's eye will pierce the disguise when the deceiver bows too low." Sagittarius, you are that archer. You are about to see what you were never meant to carry blind. The person in question doesn't necessarily wish you outright harm. Their poison is subtler. It's envy disguised as support, rivalry veiled as friendship. They've learned that proximity to your light gives them validation, even if they secretly resent how easily you shine. So they stay close, mirroring your language, praising your vision, absorbing your energy, but always redirecting the spotlight just enough to dim your brilliance. They discourage you gently, with concern. They advise caution when you need courage. They call it care, but it's control. The universe will no longer tolerate this interference. When someone manipulates a pure-hearted soul like you, divine justice steps in. Not to punish, but to cleanse the energy field. This exposure is protection, not punishment. It's the cosmic equivalent of a storm washing away debris that has blocked your sunlight. It might feel painful at first, but soon the relief will be undeniable. You'll realize how much of your fatigue, your indecision, your sudden waves of self-doubt weren't truly yours. They were energetic residue from being too close to someone who operated through subtle competition. This person doesn't need to attack you directly. They only need to keep you doubting yourself. Because a doubting Sagittarius is a disarmed archer. They know your power when you believe in yourself is unstoppable. That's why their tactics have been psychological, emotional, spiritual, not obvious but corrosive over time. When the revelation happens, your first reaction will be disbelief. You'll think, no, not them. They've been so kind. But truth has a vibration that cuts through denial. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll start replaying old memories, noticing patterns you once ignored. You'll remember words that felt off, glances that lingered too long, strange coincidences where things fell apart right after you confided in them. Every piece will start to click, forming a picture so clear it will make your soul tremble, not from fear but from recognition. And then the anger will come, not the destructive kind, but the righteous kind that burns away illusion. You'll feel the fire of divine justice rising within you, the sacred heat that accompanies awakening. You'll grieve the version of yourself that tolerated dishonesty for the sake of peace. You'll realize that empathy without boundaries isn't kindness, it's self-betrayal. And in that realization, a new you will be born. Sagittarius, understand this. God doesn't expose people to embarrass them. He exposes them to enlighten you. The truth you're about to see will shift your spiritual frequency permanently. You will learn to trust your inner radar with a new level of precision. From now on, you won't explain away discomfort or rationalize inconsistencies. You'll understand that your intuition isn't paranoia. It's prophecy. This divine exposure is the universe's way of saying, you've ascended too far to be surrounded by pretense. The next phase of your life requires purity of energy. People who match your honesty, not mimic it. You can't rise with attachments that feed on your strength. That's why this revelation is happening now, before your next elevation. It's divine timing disguised as disruption. Once the truth emerges, stand still. Do not retaliate. Do not seek revenge. Simply watch as the mask falls. Your silence will be your power. Your dignity the loudest sermon. The universe will handle the rest. Those who manipulated you will reveal themselves more through panic than guilt. Let them. Their exposure is their own undoing. And your detachment is the closing of their chapter. After the dust settles, you'll feel an immense lightness. Suddenly, projects that once stalled will gain momentum. People who had drifted away will return with clarity. Opportunities that seemed blocked will reopen, because that toxic influence was acting as a spiritual clog, blocking your flow of abundance and recognition. Once it's gone, your energy will move like wildfire. Pure, unfiltered, unstoppable. Sagittarius, this moment isn't about losing someone. It's about regaining yourself. The God who exposes also restores. When false connections fall away, true ones appear. Souls who will celebrate your light rather than compete with it. You are entering a season where loyalty will no longer be a guessing game. It will be unmistakable. So when the exposure unfolds, don't see it as betrayal. See it as revelation. You didn't lose a friend, you lost a mask. And in that loss, you gain the most powerful gift of all, discernment. Gate 2, the cleansing fire. Healing from betrayal and reclaiming your light. Sagittarius, when divine exposure arrives, it does not knock softly. It tears through illusion like lightning through a storm. The moment the mask falls, your first instinct may be to recoil, to deny what's unfolding before your eyes. How could someone you trusted, someone you defended, someone you let so close, how could they have carried such duplicity within them? The ache will be real, almost physical. It will feel as though a cord has been ripped from your heart. But what you are feeling is not only pain, it's purification. You see, betrayal is not just an emotional wound. It's a spiritual surgery. God uses it to cut away what poisons your growth. The person being exposed is not being removed to punish you but to release you. The reason it hurts so deeply is because for a long time you identified part of your identity with them, with their approval, their validation, their presence in your story. Their absence will feel like a void at first, but that void is sacred. It's the space where your light begins to grow back. In the hours or days after the exposure, your mind will replay every detail. You'll wonder if there were signs you missed, moments when you should have known. But Sagittarius, self-blame serves no purpose here. Your trust was not foolish, it was divine. You were meant to give love freely because that's who you are. The lesson is not to stop trusting, it's to trust differently. To trust your intuition as much as your empathy. You may feel the urge to confront, to demand answers. But resist the temptation to descend into the chaos that exposure brings. The person whose mask has fallen will be scrambling to justify themselves, to twist the story, to regain control. Stay still. The truth does not need your defense. It already stands radiant and undeniable. Let God do what only God can do. Reveal, realign, and restore. There's a powerful shift that happens when Sagittarius learns discernment. Your natural optimism and compassion become unstoppable once they are guided by wisdom. You begin to see people not as you wish they were, but as they are. You learn that energy never lies, that tone carries truth even when words don't, that someone's intentions are revealed not by what they promise but by what they repeat. The celestial fire moving through your life now is teaching you to see beyond charm into character, beyond surface loyalty into soul resonance. This cleansing fire will also reach deeper into your psyche than you expect. It will ask you to confront an uncomfortable truth, the part of you that ignored your intuition because you feared loss. You wanted to keep peace, to preserve harmony, to believe that love could heal deceit. That gentle heart of yours would rather be hurt than become suspicious. But this time you will learn the sacred balance, the ability to love without abandoning self-protection. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. And a soul like yours, whose energy is expansive and generous, needs filters to stay pure. In this healing phase, solitude will become medicine. Don't rush into new connections or seek distractions to numb the pain. Sit with yourself. Journal, walk under open skies. Speak to the stars as if they were old friends. Sagittarius heals best in movement, through nature, through reflection, through expression. Your element is fire, but your healing comes through air, through breath, truth, and perspective. As you process this betrayal, you'll start to see not only what was lost, but what is returning. Clarity, self-trust, sovereignty. And something miraculous will occur. The very fire that burned your illusions will begin to illuminate your strength. You'll realize how remarkable it is that even after being betrayed, you still have the capacity to love. That even after being lied to, you still tell the truth. That even after being dimmed, your spirit still shines. That's resilience. Not the denial of pain, but the transformation of it. One Sagittarius woman once told me that when her best friend betrayed her trust, she felt as if her soul had split in two. For months she could barely smile. Then one evening, while journaling by candlelight, she wrote, "She didn't break me. She broke the version of me who tolerated dishonesty." That sentence became her liberation. She didn't just recover. She reinvented herself. Within a year, she was surrounded by people who celebrated her rather than competed with her. Her career flourished, her energy radiated differently, and she said, "The moment I stopped clinging to false loyalty, true love found me." That's the pattern you are entering now. The cleansing fire will also purify your purpose. You may find yourself inspired to change direction, professionally, socially, even spiritually. The betrayal will ignite a hunger for authenticity that will permeate every corner of your life. You'll no longer settle for superficial friendships, uninspired work, or half-hearted dreams. Everything must now match your vibration of truth. This may initially make your world smaller, but what remains will be unshakably real. Sagittarius, divine exposure doesn't just remove, it refines. It clears the interference that kept your intuition muffled. Once this energy is gone, you'll notice an immediate lightness, as if your soul can finally breathe. You'll sleep better, think clearer, feel stronger. Creative ideas will flow again. Relationships will feel effortless. Synchronicities will return. The universe will rush to fill the space that deceit once occupied, with guidance, allies, and opportunities perfectly aligned with your higher path. In time, you will even feel gratitude for what happened. Not because the betrayal was right, but because it awakened you. It made you more discerning, more grounded, more powerful. It reminded you that your trust is sacred and must be earned, not assumed. Most importantly, it reconnected you to the part of yourself that always knew. So Sagittarius, when the cleansing fire comes, don't fight it. Stand in it. Let it burn away everything that was false. What remains will be indestructible. The pure flame of your essence, untainted by deception. The pain will pass, but the wisdom will stay. And when you rise from the ashes, you won't just shine. You'll blaze with holy clarity. Gate 3, the spiritual lesson. The gift hidden in betrayal. Sagittarius, when the wound of betrayal begins to heal, something unexpected happens. The pain transforms into understanding. First, you may resist this. You may ask, why did this have to happen at all? Why would a kind heart be deceived? Why would God allow me to love someone who meant me harm? But as the days unfold and silence returns, a deeper voice will rise within you, the voice of your higher self. And it will whisper, because you needed to remember who you are. Every betrayal is an invitation to reclaim power you unknowingly gave away. It's the universe's way of showing you where you placed your faith in something fragile instead of in something eternal. You see, Sagittarius, your love is pure, but your trust has sometimes been misplaced. You've believed that sincerity could be found through words, gestures, promises. But the lesson you're learning now is that energy never lies. What's spoken can deceive, but what's felt is always true. When this realization fully dawns on you, your sadness will begin to turn into strength. You'll see how your intuition had been whispering warnings all along. Every strange hesitation, every subtle discomfort, every instinct you brushed off as overthinking, and you'll make a sacred promise to yourself. Never again will I silence my knowing to keep someone else comfortable. That vow will mark the beginning of your spiritual maturity. You'll no longer chase connection. You'll attract alignment. This is the hidden gift of betrayal. It sharpens your discernment. It teaches you that boundaries are not weapons. They are blessings. It teaches you that kindness does not require access. And it teaches you that not every soul who travels beside you deserves to walk the entire journey. Some people are meant to be lessons, not companions. Some appear to awaken wisdom you could never have reached in comfort. Nostradamus once wrote, "The archer's greatest wound will become his compass." That line, Sagittarius, was written for you. The very pain that once disoriented you will become the guide that keeps you on the path of truth. After this experience, you will start to recognize false energy instantly. Not because you're cynical, but because your soul now vibrates too high for deception to enter unnoticed. This is not paranoia, it's evolution. In your relationships going forward, you'll notice a shift. You'll crave depth over decoration. You'll value consistency over charm. You'll listen less to what people say and more to how their presence feels. And as you embody this frequency, the universe will send you those who match it. Souls who will love without agenda, support without envy, and celebrate your growth as if it were their own. But to receive this new circle of truth, you must first bless the ones who hurt you. This doesn't mean inviting them back into your life. It means releasing the energetic cord that binds you through resentment. Because anger, no matter how justified, ties you to the vibration of what you're trying to transcend. Forgiveness isn't about condoning betrayal. It's about refusing to let it define you. It's choosing freedom over fixation. When you forgive, your heart reopens to grace. And grace is where your magic lies. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, wisdom, and divine justice. That means every loss you endure becomes the seed of multiplied blessings. The universe never leaves you in deficit. When someone steals your trust, the divine replaces it with deeper intuition. When they rob you of peace, the divine restores it with purpose. You will come to see that nothing was truly taken from you. It was merely redirected towards something purer. The most profound part of this awakening will be realizing how resilient your light truly is. Despite the manipulation, despite the disappointment, your essence remained untouchable. They may have shaken your confidence for a while, but they never extinguished your spirit. You continued to love, to create, to believe, and that persistence is your divinity in motion. You'll begin to understand that no betrayal can truly harm the one who walks in alignment with truth. And here is the paradoxical beauty. You will find gratitude for the exposure itself. The pain that once felt unbearable will become sacred memory, a marker of when you leveled up spiritually. You'll say, "That's when I stopped begging for honesty and started embodying it." You'll thank the universe for the cleansing fire that purified your path. Because without this, you would have continued sharing your sacred energy with someone who wasn't capable of honoring it. Your soul will also begin to view betrayal not as an act against you, but as a reflection of where the other person's consciousness was trapped. When you see them not as a villain but as an unhealed being acting out of fear and lack, compassion quietly returns. Not attachment but understanding. This shift releases you from bitterness and anchors you in wisdom. The moment you can wish them peace, not access but peace, you know you've truly transcended. You'll notice that your focus changes. Instead of replaying old wounds, you'll start creating again. Instead of asking, "Why me?" you'll begin saying, "Thank you." Your energy will magnetize new opportunities, new people, and new dimensions of self-awareness. You'll see how betrayal acted as divine redirection, steering you away from mediocrity toward mastery. Every tear was a baptism, every disappointment a doorway. There's a quiet confidence that comes from surviving deceit, without letting it poison your kindness. You'll carry that confidence like armor, not heavy but luminous. You'll speak less, observe more, and trust your intuition with unshakable faith. People will notice something different about you. They won't be able to name it, but they'll feel it. It's peace. The peace that comes from knowing that nothing fake can survive near real light. This is the ultimate spiritual lesson hidden in betrayal. Authenticity is protection. When you live in truth, deception cannot attach to you. The moment someone's energy doesn't resonate, you'll sense it instantly and release it before harm can form. That's the divine upgrade this experience delivers, the gift of unbreakable self-trust. So yes, Sagittarius, betrayal breaks the illusion, but it also builds the foundation. It shows you the exact frequency of realness you deserve. It cleanses your circle, refines your judgment, and elevates your vibration to the level of those who can meet you honestly. It may hurt now, but soon you will bless this moment as the one that made you unstoppable. The archer has been wounded, yes, but the wound now glows like a compass, guiding you straight toward the future meant only for the brave. Gate for the rebirth. Walking forward in truth and light. Sagittarius, the storm has passed. The truth has burned through the illusions, and from the ashes, a new version of you rises, clearer, calmer, and infinitely stronger. This is your rebirth, the phase Nostradamus described as the fire reborn as wisdom, the arrow polished by tears. You've walked through betrayal, through cleansing, through painful illumination. Now comes the reward, the light after the lesson. When a Sagittarius is reborn, the entire vibration of their world shifts. You will wake up one morning, maybe quietly, without drama or fanfare, and notice that the heaviness in your chest is gone. That strange, suffocating fog of confusion has lifted. The noise that once filled your mind has quieted. You'll look in the mirror and see not the person who was deceived, but the one who learned, survived, and transcended. The purity in your gaze will return, but this time it will be paired with discernment. Innocence reborn as wisdom is one of the most powerful forces in existence. At first, this newfound clarity will feel foreign. You'll walk through familiar places and sense how different your energy has become. Conversations that once entertained you will now bore you. Environments that once felt comfortable will now feel limiting. It's because your frequency has changed. You are no longer a match for mediocrity, drama, or false light. You've been recalibrated for authenticity, alignment, and divine purpose. And those who are meant to walk with you in this new season will find you. Not because you seek them, but because your light now calls them. This is also the season when blessings start moving toward you at astonishing speed. The energetic block that once clouded your path is gone. The betrayal that once hurt you has, paradoxically, cleared the way for your abundance. Watch how synchronicities begin to appear. Unexpected opportunities, messages of validation, people showing up at precisely the right time. What felt stagnant will move. What seemed impossible will align. The universe rewards those who choose truth over comfort, and you have done just that. But this rebirth is not only external. Internally, you'll notice subtle transformations that are even more profound. You'll find yourself pausing before reacting, sensing the deeper meaning in every situation. You'll begin to value silence as much as words. You'll sense the emotional tone behind what people say, and you'll know instantly when something doesn't ring true. You've become attuned to the frequency of integrity, and anything that doesn't match will naturally fall away. You will also begin to see that God's exposure wasn't just about revealing others. It was about revealing you, about showing you how powerful your light truly is, and how much it disrupts anything false. The very energy that made others envious or intimidated was never a curse. It was evidence of divine favor. You carry within you a presence that accelerates truth. Around you, masks crack, illusions crumble, and energy is purified. That's why false souls cannot remain near you for long. Your frequency forces alignment. That's your spiritual authority, and now you know how to wield it consciously. Sagittarius, this rebirth is also about redefining power. Once you may have believed that power came from control, success, or visibility, but now you understand that true power is peace, the ability to walk through storms without losing your center. It's not needing to prove yourself because your energy already speaks. It's not needing to be liked because you'd rather be real. Power for you now is authenticity in motion. You will notice that people respond differently to you now. Some will be magnetized by your light, drawn to your calm confidence. Others will quietly distance themselves, sensing that their old patterns can no longer survive in your presence. Don't chase or mourn these departures. They are proof that your vibration is working exactly as it should, repelling what's false, attracting what's true. Every soul that exits creates room for something greater. And yes, love will shift too. The kind of connection you used to tolerate, half-hearted, conditional, shallow, will no longer satisfy you. You will crave depth, truth, and partnership rooted in mutual growth. Someone new may appear, or an existing bond may transform, reflecting your own evolution. But this time you'll approach love differently. You won't confuse intensity with intimacy. You won't mistake attention for devotion. You'll choose presence over promises, consistency over charm. You've learned that love is not proven by how someone speaks to you, but by how your spirit feels when they're near. The spiritual essence of this gate is integration. You're no longer the person before the betrayal, nor the one in the midst of pain. You are both fused into something wiser. You carry the fire of experience but also the grace of forgiveness. You can look back on the one who was deceived without judgment, only compassion. That version of you was brave enough to love and vulnerable enough to believe. Honor them because their heart made your transformation possible. In this rebirth, your intuition will operate like divine radar. You'll sense when energy around you shifts. You'll recognize manipulation in its subtlest forms. But rather than reacting in anger, you'll simply smile and step back, allowing karma to handle what it must. That's spiritual maturity. The awareness that you no longer need to fight for peace because you are peace. Soon you'll begin to understand that what you went through was a rite of passage, not a punishment. The betrayal was the universe's way of saying, you've outgrown this vibration. The pain was your initiation into a higher octave of truth. You were never being broken, you were being refined. Every tear was sacred alchemy turning sorrow into gold. And now your light carries that unmistakable luster of wisdom earned, not borrowed. When you move through the world now, move with quiet confidence. You don't need to announce that you've changed. Your energy will say it for you. People will feel the difference before they understand it. Some will ask what happened, you'll simply smile and say, God showed me what was hidden. Others will sense the shift but find no words for it. That's because your growth is not intellectual. It's vibrational. And perhaps the most beautiful part of all, you will inspire others without even trying. People watching you heal with grace will find the courage to leave their own toxic bonds. Those who see your strength will begin to trust their intuition again. You will become a living example of divine justice in action. Not revenge, not bitterness, but renewal. So walk forward now, Sagittarius, with your head high and your heart open. You have passed through the fire and emerged as the purified flame. You are no longer the seeker, you are the guide. The universe exposed deceit not to harden you, but to awaken you. You are living proof that truth, though painful, always liberates. And from this point on, no mask will ever fool you again. Conclusion: the light after the revelation. Take a slow breath, Sagittarius. Feel the quiet around you now, the silence that comes not from emptiness but from completion. You have walked through the labyrinth of illusion and emerged into clarity. The person you were before all this could sense the truth but didn't yet have the strength to face it. The person you are now carries both intuition and courage, love and discernment, faith and fire. You no longer see exposure as cruelty, you recognize it as sacred protection. This revelation, though painful, was a divine act of liberation. God did not show you their deceit to wound you. He did it to restore your freedom. You were never meant to live weighed down by energies that fed on your light. You were meant to shine without distortion, to love without manipulation, to lead without interference. The universe simply cleared the space so that you could breathe again. Now your spirit feels lighter, doesn't it? The confusion that once clouded your path has lifted. The world feels wide again. This is what happens when truth returns to its rightful place in your life. It brings peace that no apology could ever provide. Every betrayal that was meant to break you has instead built you into something unshakable. As you step forward, remember this. Your heart is still your greatest gift, but your wisdom is its guardian. Keep loving, but keep listening. Keep giving, but discern where your light flows. If this message resonated with your soul, share it so that another Sagittarius can awaken from the same illusion. Like, comment, and subscribe, not as a routine but as an act of light transmission. Because every soul that chooses truth strengthens the entire collective. You are free now. You are protected. And your light, purified through fire, is untouchable.